1984 NBA Draft, when the Houston Rockets selected Hakeem Olajuwon of the University of Houston with the #1 overall pick. Hakeem went on to be one of the best players of all time, was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2008. And remember, the year before, Houston had selected Ralph Sampson, so they had the Twin Towers going. And if Sampson doesn't get injured, that could have been a long run for Houston.
Yeah, no doubt. Take a look at the 84 draft. Hakeem went #1. Sam Bowie, unfortunately, injury for him. Broke his leg, didn't have a kind of career that everybody expected. And how about that #3 pick? Some guy named Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Perkins had a long career, and of course, so did Barkley. Some people say that may have been the all-time best draft.
Yeah, for sure.
Got all those Hall of Famers up there.
Yep, Charles Barkley down there, #5. Great Sam Perkins. I don't know, Bill, if you saw on NBA TV where the glove and the Rain Man.
Yes.
Man, that was some good stuff there between Gary Payton and Sean Kemp talking about the good old days in the 90s and the Seattle Supersonics and seeing all the highlights from that era.
Boy, they were tough together.
Sam Perkins was part of that team in Seattle.
Harden fires, and it's just short. So James still trying to get everybody their shots and also fit himself in, and he's struggling a little bit with that right now. And a couple of layups, that one missed, and the foul is called on Houston.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of guys for Houston playing some good basketball, but James Harden is the one guy who's struggling to start this game tonight with only 1 point.
Well, I call him the COVID-9 y'all went to the Northwest with. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Now, this week on Rockets All Access, Kaylee has an exclusive interview with DeMarcus Cousins on his decision to join the Rockets. Plus, the Rockets continue to give back in the season of giving. All that and more tonight after the postgame on Rockets All Access, only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Yeah, when you went up there to start the season, the first 2 games up in Portland, Harden had 44 points, and he kept the Rockets in the game. Every time it looked like Portland would come down and take the lead, Harden would come right back with a big basket. But he was all there was offensively, he and Wood. All right, House with Harden. They keep Cousins in the game at the top. Wall stays in also. Wall goes to the bucket with a slam.
A lot of good movement in that offense right there and a lot of space. We're seeing a lot more ball movement, a lot more movement of the players under Silas.
They call that a 5-out offense. Rockets ran that a little bit, but not without a big man. Inside to Barnes, it gets awfully crowded in that paint area.
I see Bagley had to switch on to Wall, and he thought it was a pick and roll. So as he got out of position, Wall just a straight line drive to the rim. And with the big man guarding him, there's nobody to help. And John Wall actually jumps better off of his right leg than he does his left. He's sort of a left-handed dunker, so that was really vintage John Wall there.
Yeah, Barnes was traded by Dallas to Sacramento. And he's found a nice home there, signed a nice contract, and he was a solid veteran that they had to bring in those youngsters when they brought in Fox and Bagley.
Yeah, and Harrison Barnes and his wife have done a tremendous amount of good in the community and in the country with all the work that they've done to help people with food. And
Wall with his first 3 as a Houston Rocket. John Wall with 11 points. Bagley with a big hook shot that's too hard. Wood gets the rebound up ahead to Harden. Harden, great pass, but he was fouled prior to that. It's a good heads-up play by James. He was going to give Wall a slam dunk at the other end.
Yeah. Fox with a good defensive play, taking the foul on Harden so that the Rockets wouldn't have a wide-open fast break.
Halliburton will sit down. It'll be the starting 5 for Sacramento, the starting 5 for Houston. Wall from the parking lot. My goodness. Fox. Rashawn Holmes with the basket. He does a lot of the dirty work that P.J. Tucker does, and he's a little taller. Wood with the three, won't go. There's P.J. Right on cue to Wood. And a lot of contact and no whistle.
Bagley met him at the summit there. Good defense.
Barnes takes it in for two. And just like that, the Kings go back on top by a point. "14 lead changes. Wall to the bucket, and he missed the layup. Unlucky with that shot. Healed back the other way in a hurry. Wall is bouncing it around the house. Trailer to Harden. Harden back outside the Wall again. And he hits.
I like the way John Wall's looking for a shot. He's already taken 13 shots in this game, and he's got 14 points.
He says, man, I want to get on the stat sheet.
He hasn't played in quite some time. I'm sure he's excited to be out there right now.
Yeah, he said he was really looking forward to this. That's why he was so disappointed when he had to stay at home. Bagley is blocked by Wood. And a foul on Tucker, I believe.
Officials are going to confer.